We go the head-to-head. These are two tall individuals. Kropschot 6'3", Gaines coming in at 6'2", almost identical reach. And it was Kropschot who met us right at the 185-pound limit.
Same height and weight, basically.
Certainly offers a very good matchup. There is Kropschot. He likes to keep the fights standing. And we mentioned the same height, same length. And we'll see how that runs its course here in our opening fight live on DAZN. Combate Americas in Stockton. David Shirley, the third man inside La Jaula. It is Gaines in the red, white, and blue trunks.
Keep those hands close, boys.
Going in for the clinch is Kropschot. And Marcus Gaines is loves to fight. Like we said, he already has over 46 professional fights, and he likes to put on a show. And he's trying to take out this up-and-comer, Joseph Kropschot.
And Campbell, this is you have the 32-year-old guy who's got 45 fights, and then you have the 23-year-old making his Combate debut, just his fourth professional fight. So quite a contrast in experience.
Yeah, obviously the new guy, the younger fighter fits more what we're looking for in Combate, but you know, Marcus is just great to watch. You know, I think what we're trying to find is the athletes are going to dominate the sport, you know, the next 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years from now. So obviously we're looking for youthful talent, but you know, you find a guy like Marcus, you put him in because he's exciting to watch.
That's really well said, and that's you know, you may overlook him, but everyone may think, hey, Kropschot here's to make his next step here, Juliana. But Gaines says, not on my watch. If I can beat him, then look, all eyes on me.
Gaines likes to put on a show, but Kropschot really, you can tell, has a beautiful distance control. He knows his distance very well. He keeps all of his punches long. All of his kicks are with authority, and all of his shots are super crisp and clean. He's got a great fight IQ, and you can tell that. He's not getting overzealous in his punches. He's not rushing. He's keeping his distance, keeping himself long, and really using his body. And it's great to see.
Yeah, and look at the variety. You got punches, you got knees, you got elbows.
Yeah, and coming from a team like the Scrap Pack with Gilbert Melendez and Kerry Melendez, all those guys over there, they're super tough, and their stand-up is, you know, some of the best out there.
A great group of fighters from that Northern California, San Francisco area, coming down a little bit. Danville is where Kropschot calls home. San Jose, another big fighting town, not far from us here in Stockton.
And every time he throws those knees and kicks, he's getting everything he wants. Beautiful takedown.
Excellent stuff, Kropschot, as it is Gaines in the guard, and Kropschot not satisfied. He's looking to clear it, and he has.
Yep, trying to settle into side control. Gaines needs to face his opponent, get an underhook, get off of his back, but looks like he's going to have a tough time doing that because Kropschot is right into side control, looking for knee on belly to go into mount, but he gets his guard back, Gaines. Almost, but back into side control is Kropschot.
And Campbell, you mentioned how Gaines is a guy who likes to fight and gets into it, but he is being outclassed, and Kropschot looks like he knows all the tricks.
Kropschot's been well trained. That's what I see when I look at this.
Absolutely, and great Gilbert Melendez in the El Nino Training Center. Now Kropschot, let's see if he can get closer to the finish. 2 minutes to go here in the opening round.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of offense coming out of Kropschot too. We saw kicks, we saw knees, we saw a lot. I didn't see a lot of power though.
That's a good, the power shots have not come here, Juliana, as he stays in that side control.
And sometimes you don't have to have so much power as long as you're peppering and keeping those shots continuously coming. Those are the shots that get in, and even though they don't have much power, they're continuous and they're accurate. And so it doesn't even necessarily, it's like kind of like the Diaz brothers. They're always peppering you in the face. They're not necessarily landing shots that'll knock you out, but eventually they will because they keep adding up and adding up and adding up.
No, that's right. This is the first round. It was just something I noticed as I was looking at it. Those elbows look effective.
They're providing a little bit more vinegar here, as now he's trying to get that mountain. There he goes, Kropschot. This is, now goes for the rear naked. He's done anything he's wanted to, and now a big decision. Doesn't really have it squarely in, though.
Giving up his back, Marcus Gaines did, but he gets his back to the mat so that he can save himself some extra time. But again, giving up his back, and that looks deep.
Yep, and Kropschot looking for that first round finish. Gaines was allowed to survive against Ozzy Alvarez, and by the end dominated that fight. But now Kropschot in complete control.
Using the fence to get out of the full mount. Beautiful job done by Marcus Gaines to get back to his feet. And he's got 30 seconds to show us something.
Good left by Gaines. He looks very heavy right now, but maybe he just needs that second round to get some wind back in his sails.
Marcus Gaines in the clinch needs to jack up that underhook and get off of the Jaula fence. Nice head position. He's almost there, but that underhook needs to be up at the ceiling. It's a little low.
Looks like we'll get to a second round.
You okay? You good?
Maybe a low blow there.
Time in. Let's
Everyone
go.
good. Just a few seconds here before we complete round one. It'll remain on the feet, and there is the horn. We look at fighters that are tired of Juliana, and sometimes you just get in to the fight, and whatever or however training went, you arrive inside the cage and you don't feel premium position. Has that happened to you in your past? You get in the cage, like, I just don't feel as good as I feel like I should feel.
I feel like when the adrenaline gets inside and you're literally in a do or die situation, you turn into this completely different person. You know, you kind of are telling yourself, I'm a killer. And so you got to do whatever you can, pull yourself up from the bootstrings, or do whatever is necessary in order to get this guy off of you and win in devastating fashion and be that gladiator that, you know, people came to see.
Now Gaines looks lively. That second round bell made all the difference. That lead right hand connects on Kropschot. Different fight here in round two, and Kropschot strikes, as Campbell touched on, not leaving a huge impression, not much behind those kicks.
Keep those hands closed, boys.
I think that Marcus Gaines has found a new life here in round two, and he's like, I got to play my game and get on my horse, and I got to start getting in there and do what I know how to do. And I think that's what we're kind of seeing right now.
No rhyme or reason, Campbell, to some fights. Sometimes the first round you're not feeling it. Second round you got it.
Some guys have to be hit a couple times to come to.
To wake up.
It's a different Marcus Gaines. He misses with that right hand, although there was something behind it. Staying on the ground. Again, those kicks not making a mark from Kropschot. That one a little better.
And Kropschot literally flicks it up there. So athletic, such athleticism to literally just flick those head kicks up so easily. It's nice to see that he can just do it at will.
Kropschot now getting into the deeper end of the MMA pool against a spirited veteran in Marcus Gaines, who is feeling much better about his fight here in round two, making contact on these punches.
Marcus coming in with some big left hooks, and they're heavy. You can see that they are literal power shots.
Short punches there. Kropschot's kick, nothing else, just to keep the range.
Both fighters jabbing. And that teep kick trying to keep him off, and Kropschot's using his kicks and his punches very well.
This looks a lot like the last time we saw Marcus Gaines. Getting better as the fight goes on.
That left hook.
Kropschot's got to move his head. He needs some head movement here.
Yeah, it's a stationary target.
Yeah, he's just waiting to be punched.
Going for the takedown. Marcus Gaines back to his feet, but Kropschot wants to pull him back down to the mat.
He's trying to get that arm across the body. He is a brown belt, well-trained in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, as you would expect in this part of the world.
Marcus Gaines needs to keep that chin tucked and face his opponent. He cannot afford to give up his back because because Kropschot is looking for that rear naked choke. He was looking for it in round one.
It kind of came out of nothing, but it's there.
It looks almost there if he can get his left shoulder blade.
Dropping the hips.
Oh, that's tight.
That's prime. Kropschot.
See if he can use those hamstrings to flatten out his opponent so he can sink in that choke a little more. Tap.
There's the tap. Kropschot persevering to get his first victory in Combate Americas. It wasn't easy, but in the end, the victor, the spoils.
The 23-year-old.
Yeah, here's what I saw, though. Kropschot, obviously, a lot better on the ground, a lot better jiu-jitsu, really dominated there. Passed to Marcus' guard very easy. Anytime they went to the ground, it was Kropschot. Kropschot on top, you know, from whatever angle. But I wasn't impressed by his power, and I think Marcus hurt him a couple times. I mean, good all around, and as I said, obviously well-trained coming out of the scrap pack.
And I think to Marcus's credit, you know, he's a veteran and he is a dangerous guy. If you give him a little inch, he'll take it. And I think that he did everything that he could to stop Kropschot, but he just couldn't stop him. He was not going to be denied tonight.
And I think it'd be great points on both of your side with regards to Kropschot. Maybe he thinks, guys, I have the jiu-jitsu game. I will see if I can win a fight standing up, but in the event that doesn't happen, I'll go to the bread and butter. And here is the bread and butter. And Julian, he took the back, worked it well. He tried this in the first round, but he executed it in round 2.
Yeah, Marcus snuck out of the round 1 by the hair of his chin, but Joseph Kropschot went right back to the well, went in for the rear naked choke again, knew that he had the advantage on the ground, tried to flatten out his opponent, but he didn't need to in the end because Marcus tapped. And you can see that it's pretty deep. He's grabbing his own bicep, he's behind the back of the head, or he's actually on top of the head, excuse me.
Not a bad backup plan, Campbell. If the jiu-jitsu, if the stand-up doesn't get it, then go to the jiu-jitsu. And there's the tap from Marcus Gaines. A good effort. He showed signs of life in round number 2. Kropschot able to take the back and take a big victory. And at this point, we look for bigger and better things from him as we move forward.
Damas y caballeros, la esquina roja aplica un estrangulamiento mata-león, obligando a su rival a darse por vencido con un tiempo oficial de 3 minutos 13 segundos del segundo capítulo. Ladies and gentlemen, the red corner sinks in a rear naked choke, forcing his opponent to tap with an official time of 3 minutes 13 seconds of round number 2. Your winner, by way of submission, el vencedor por sumisión, still undefeated, Joseph Kropschot.